Yes, why would I want to go north if the north is showing in the south? And the north is showing in the south, and it's showing stuff back there. So, like, if the north is showing in the south, and, you know, my mom moved to Fayetteville, she moved there only, like, last year or the year before. So, like, but it's showing in the south. And it's like the south is showing the north, and it just doesn't make sense. So, to me, it's all like if they're up there in the north, then it's like, then I don't want to go north. But I don't want to go south either. I was like, that's something. This whole state is now uninhabitable. I guess goodbye, California. Because there's like Superior, and there was even a WAD, and it's showing like the accounts from up north. And the accounts from up north are showing down south. Phoenix is showing in south, and then the stuff in Phoenix was showing Dwayne and Nancy's shit too. I can't be in Phoenix. And that was Broadmoor Heights, and that's Hannah and Corey's stuff too. Doesn't quite make sense. That's where Shreveport stuff is too. So it's like, I stopped smoking weed, so I hope you guys know that. Don't smoke weed anymore. Maybe that's why they moved to Houston or something. It's like, but weed wasn't like that before, at least not the stuff I've seen. But so I've had to eliminate Colorado because Colorado's in a relationship. Maybe it's the United States that's in the relationship, and it was them. It was like, and I was supposed to be overseas somewhere. You know, Continental Divide or something. Or it was someone overseas. I didn't say yes, though. I was so stupid for going back to New Mexico, like my mom was saying. I was so stupid. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I didn't want to go back to New Mexico and say yes. I was saying no. I was saying no because I didn't want to say yes to whatever this was. And I didn't say yes before. And when I was pregnant with April, I wasn't saying yes to this shit either. I was not saying yes to this shit. And I was not saying yes to him because he was a fucking Hannah fucker. Shouldn't have been living in Corey's accounts. Hey, look, I wasn't living in Corey's accounts. I was literally just living at the house. 211 Jackson Street and done. As like, we lived there since 2019. It's not my fault he took me off the lease without me fucking knowing. And it's not my fault that he was the only one on the lease. But I was the one living there when I was pregnant. So, I mean, I was like, and I was the one who had to walk fucking miles and miles to freaking work. I was the one left without a car, all kinds of stuff, and I was the one left walking miles and miles to fucking work. Pregnant and all. I had to walk to the freaking courthouses, and the courthouses are all like, you can't find him? Then just pay one of those people finder sites. And they're all like, they wouldn't send the court paperwork. I could not file for anything against Corey or anything on Corey when I was in Dunn because the magistrate courts were saying that I had to have his address and everything like that, and it took me forever to find the address. And then when I found the address, the cops were like, don't go near him. If you go near him, then they were going to put me in prison, and they said that they were going to take my baby because I can't have a baby in prison. And they're like, you won't want that, don't go near him. And the cops followed me around and made sure I didn't. So, I mean, they were following him around, but I don't understand if he's a criminal and he was doing that. I really don't want to be near these accounts. It's like California turned out to be a big old bust. And I don't understand why my grandma was treating me like shit, unless I had this piece of shit inside of me at my grandma's, but I wasn't like this at my grandma's. So it's like the piece of shit that fucking left me in the situation like my grandma. It's like my grandma should have been sticking up for me not him. That's just something that needs to just, like, comprehend. I didn't want to talk to my mom or my grandma ever fucking again after this. I didn't want to talk to my mom, my grandma, or any of them after this. And I shouldn't have to be like that. And I should just go back and live with them. But they were trying to kill me or something at my grandma's. That energy hurt more than anything on the planet. That's all, like, it hurts. And I'm a sissy when it comes to paper cuts and stuff. But I'm a sissy when it comes to blood. But it's like, now this is Corey and Hannah's, and I'm stuck in it. And it's not necessarily the greatest, which is what they were trying to show me, but it's like the way they felt was being portrayed in New Mexico. And the way they felt was a hell of a lot better than what it's showing around here. So, but this is, people are following her. I was like, I would never do that kind of stuff, and I would never, it's like, now I understand what he was talking about when he said I wasn't his type when I was only 120 pounds. And he was a leg and ass man. That's all, like, now I understand what he's talking about, because that was, like, how they were at the human services and how some of the people were. A lot of people have butts here and stuff. And I have, like, this odd-shaped body compared to what's around. And it's like, and I feel like I don't fit in here, in all honesty. So, I mean, that kind of just irks me. And Kevin left Michelle, and it's like men were leaving the women. But it also says Ward, which is up there in Mendocino. Ward. And stuff. And it's like Ward. And it's over there in Ridgecrest where my name pops up, Valarie, and that's Ward. And it's like, so, and that's Dwayne and stuff. So he left me at the ward or something. Which didn't make sense because he wasn't even there when I had to go. Mike was the one who freaking called the cops on me, and they were just so eager to get me there. And they were eager to get me there before, too. And it's like, and they were eager to get me there in Fayetteville, but they were not eager to get me there at Rose's house because Rose can't take care of a baby for 2 weeks. And I know that I was like, oh, thank goodness they let me go back to the house and just not have to go back to the ward. And it's like, wait a minute. I realized they only did that because Rose couldn't take care of April. And either way, they're just using me, and I don't like it. I just don't like it, and I don't like this country. It's all like, if I was to go back to North Carolina with the portal switch, and maybe it's like the red and blue, and the state colors are red and blue because it's like a portal, and it's like maybe if I go back to North Carolina, it'll be like a portal, and I'll come back some other day, and it'll be fucking different, and the cities will be different and stuff. And I'm not going to my mom's house in Fayetteville, because my mom's house in Fayetteville's popping up over here on Stein Road. There was the Fayetteville Stingers. They were the Yellow Jackets, and the Yellow Jackets were popping up in Garland, Texas, which is where Valarie popped up too, and that's Hannah. So if the Get Help Hannah Valerie people went to fucking Hannah, then it's all like, screw you, mom, you dumb bitch.